Imagine living your entire life in a dark cave. You've never seen the outside world. Everything you know is a shadow on a wall. Would you even realize you were trapped? This is Plato's allegory of the cave, and it's about to blow your mind. Picture this. Deep underground, there's a cave. Inside are prisoners. They've been chained since childhood. They can't move their heads. They can only look straight ahead at a wall. Behind them burns a bright fire. Between the fire and prisoners, there's a raised walkway. People walk along this path carrying objects. Statues of animals, models of trees, all kinds of things. These objects cast shadows on the wall. The prisoners watch these shadows their whole lives. To them, the shadows are reality. They give the shadows names. They study the shadows' movements. Some prisoners even become experts on shadow patterns. This is their entire world.
Now imagine one prisoner breaks free. He stands up for the first time. His legs are weak. His eyes hurt from the firelight. He turns around and sees the fire. It's blindingly bright. He sees the people carrying objects. He realizes the shadows were just shadows. His whole reality was a lie. Someone drags him toward the cave entrance. He fights back. He wants to return to what he knows. But he's pulled upward through a tunnel. Finally, he emerges into the outside world. The sunlight is excruciating. He covers his eyes and falls to the ground. Everything is too bright, too overwhelming. At first, he can only look at shadows and reflections in water. Slowly, his eyes adjust. He looks at trees, real trees, not shadow trees. He sees animals moving freely. He touches grass, feels the wind. Then he looks at the sky. He sees stars at night. Eventually, he can look at the sun itself, the source of all light and life. And suddenly, everything makes sense. The escaped prisoner understands now. The cave was a prison. The shadows were illusions. The fire was a fake light. The real world exists outside. The sun represents ultimate truth. He feels overwhelming joy and deep pity for those still in chains. He thinks, I have to go back. I have to tell them the truth. I have to free them. So he returns to the cave. He descends back into darkness. His eyes, now used to sunlight, can't see in the dark. He stumbles. He bumps into walls. The other prisoners laugh at him. Look, he went up there and came back blind. The journey destroyed him. He tries to tell them about the outside world. There are real objects up there. Trees, animals, an actual sun. Everything here is just shadows. The prisoners think he's insane. They're comfortable with their shadows. Why would they believe this crazy story? He tries to free them. He reaches for their chains. They become violent. If anyone tries to drag us out, we'll kill them. They prefer their familiar illusions to an unknown truth. The freed prisoner is rejected, mocked, threatened, alone. So, what is Plato really telling us? The cave represents our everyday world. The prisoners are ordinary people. The shadows are what we perceive through our senses, things we see, hear, and touch. The chains represent our limited perspective, our assumptions, our biases, our comfort zones. The fire is artificial light. It represents false knowledge, opinions, beliefs without evidence. The escaped prisoner is the philosopher, someone who questions everything. The journey upward is education. It's painful, it's difficult, it's disorienting. The outside world represents the realm of forms. This is Plato's idea of true reality, a reality of perfect, eternal concepts. The sun represents the form of the good, the ultimate truth that illuminates everything else. The return to the cave? That's the philosopher's duty to society, to educate others, even when they resist, even when they ridicule you, even when it's dangerous.
Think about how relevant this is now. We're all in caves of our own making. Social media feeds show us shadows. Algorithms decide what we see. We live in echo chambers. We mistake opinions for facts. We're comfortable in our bubbles. When someone challenges our beliefs, how do we react? Do we listen? Or do we attack? Breaking free is uncomfortable. Learning you are wrong hurts. Changing your mind takes courage. Education isn't just memorizing facts. It's questioning what you think you know. It's being willing to be uncomfortable. Real wisdom means knowing how little you actually know. The freed prisoner could have stayed outside. He could have enjoyed his enlightenment alone. But he returned, because knowledge demands responsibility. If you see the truth, you have to share it. Even if people hate you for it. Even if they call you crazy. That's the burden of wisdom.
Plato wrote this allegory over 2,000 years ago, but we're still living in caves. The question is, do you want to stay? Are you comfortable with your shadows? Or are you willing to climb toward the light? The journey is hard. Your eyes will hurt. People will mock you. You might want to give up. But on the other side is something real, something true, something worth the struggle. So what shadows are you watching right now? What would happen if you turned around? The cave is comfortable, but the sun is waiting. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching. Now go question everything.